need some chips, you better get them quick. So you get them by watching QuickChips with the SAS, Snack Food Appreciation Society. I am Brandon, and this is the Heel Will Mahoney.
Snack Time Pally, and we are getting wise with you this week.
That's right, like the wise owl. We have two varieties, that's 3 times, but 2 varieties of Wise potato chips picked up by the heel at the Big Lots in Leesburg, Virginia.
Yes, indeed. Big Lots 3 times for triple the flavor on the double whammy here.
That's right. I think they were $1 a bag.
Yes, they were.
Great price.
You can clean up at the Big Lots on your snacking. I mean, I got 4 different things up there, and I got out of there for under $5.
Damn.
You can't beat that.
Cannot.
Cannot beat that.
That's where I get my deep dish pizza curls, of course, from hers.
Yes, hers.
These are no preservatives. They have no preservatives. They are gluten-free and have 0 grams of trans fat. Of course, I always ask for extra gluten. We have the onion and garlic flavored.
Yeah, that's a scary proposition there. I'm not sure what to think of this. I walked into the Big Lots and I was like, anything with the Wise name on it, I'm just grabbing, because they're not available down here. We don't get the tapes down here when they do up in Leesburg. No. So this was a special occasion, so I grabbed them all.
That's right, and we also have the finger licking ribs.
Yes, indeed.
So you got 2 different body parts involved here. You got fingers and ribs, so I wonder what's going to happen there. And then we got a special appearance that we're going to see a little bit later on as well. Let's start out with these onion and garlic deals here.
Yeah, these are the ones I'm not sure what to expect. I'm not a big fan of either of those flavors. I don't know. These could just be overwhelming in like the funk variety. We'll see.
Well, apparently they're a delectable combination. You want flavor?
I don't know. Do I want flavor? Do you want flavor?
Do you want flavor? Start with the golden crispy Wise potato chips and add the robust taste of onion, then add rich garlic for a delectable combination.
Ooh.
Your breath? Who cares?
Exactly, yeah. Morning after, you might be in trouble. We'll find out.
Chips is good are why they make breath mints. That's a hell of a statement.
There you go. That is putting it out there clearly. I mean, geez.
They're funky.
Funky fresh.
Funky fresh. And then we've got the chip itself, which is a very wafer thin chip, kind of like the Lay's, if you will.
Yeah, now how would you describe this funk? It's a very, like a muted, like...
It smells like an old book.
Yeah, kind of musty, dusty.
Yeah.
It
doesn't really have onion. It has a little garlic, I think. There.
Yeah, I think there's definitely garlic in there, but God, it is a musty... Not an inviting smell, not an appetizing smell.
No.
It smells like an old man's house.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Not quite that rotten fruit smell, but almost.
No. Yeah, it's very, it's like meh.
Meh.
Yeah, onion and garlic. Right. Let's see.
All right.
Oh. Onion.
Yeah, definitely onion. It's weird because it smells more like garlic, but tastes more like onion.
It takes a second. At first I was like, man, there's nothing there. But then the onion hits, and it hits hard.
They're not overly salty, which is weird because you would expect a chip like this to have a very high salt quotient.
How's the potato flavor?
They're salty at first. Then the onion overwhelms it.
Yeah, the potato flavor takes a back seat. It's all onion.
Yeah, it's heavy on the onion. On the second go around here, I am getting a little of the garlic. It's in there. But the onion...
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, onion is the first word on there, so that is named properly. It's not garlic onion, it's onion and garlic.
I wonder how many bulbs of garlic they put in here. But not that many.
No vampires coming for the SnackSociety tonight.
Not at all.
Surprisingly, they're kind of growing on me. Now I've had a couple. The first one was very off-putting.
They remind me of a sweetened, a sour cream and onion chip without the sour cream.
And that's the big thing I don't like about sour cream and onion, is the sour cream. So this is kind of like if they were making a sour cream and onion chip for me. It's taking out the #1 factor I don't like about sour cream and onion.
And one thing I always put into the equation when it comes to potato chips is how good it would taste with a sandwich or on a sandwich. Perfect. I think that would go very well either way.
Yeah, because they're not going to get in the way.
No.
This is a good complement. It's not going to overwhelm.
Nope.
And there's not a big aftertaste going on. Surprisingly good if you're into onion. They're not a home run in my book. I'm going to go, but I'm going to rate them higher than I expected to. I was really expecting not to be into these, but I can see a good amount of them. I'm going to go 2/3 of a thumb up on these. Surprisingly decent, and even if you can't get them for $1, I noticed on the Wise Bag, $1.79. They're asking for less than $2. For a budget chip, a surprisingly good value.
I think so too, and I think I'm going to go ahead and give it exactly the same thing, a 2/3 thumbs up, as it is good, and I'd buy it again, especially for $1, but it would be, a little bit back on my list of chips if there was 5 or 6 bags of chips sitting there. It would be down in that 5 or 6 range, but it's still very good, and it's like I said, it's like a onion, sweet and sour, or not sweet and sour, and a sour cream and onion chip without the sour cream. Very oniony, just a little garlic, and I'm a garlic guy. I love some garlic.
Yes.
But, they're good and just not perfect.
But they'll work out with some dip, maybe.
Yeah, I think they might work out with some dip, and we'll see about that.
Yeah, it's a solid member of your B team.
Yeah.
It's absolutely what it is. It's a solid member of your B team, but it's not going to make the A-list.
I think so,
But it's a good change of pace. Now, finger-licking ribs, on the other hand. Now, we've seen, is it Ruffles that did the rib chips?
There's been a lot.
Utz have done
Utz have done them. Ruffles have done
I know I've had the Ruffles.
Yeah, and everybody's done a little bit of that. And what they normally miss is it's usually just a barbecue chip.
Right.
Doesn't have any pork flavor, any beef flavor, or anything like that.
It's got to be able to differentiate itself from a straight barbecue chip. Needs more of a meat profile to it.
Got another question for you.
Okay.
What's cooking?
I don't know what's cooking. Are there some ribs cooking?
It's easy to enjoy Wise finger-licking potato chips. We basted our honest-to-goodness Wise potato chips. They're honest-to-goodness.
Honest to goodness.
With a mix of special bold ingredients for this flavor masterpiece. The aroma of slow-cooked juicy ribs coated in sweet barbecue sauce will be sure to awaken your senses. Now, they are saying this actually has the flavor of ribs.
Okay. And they're going to awaken my senses. That tells me I should be expecting a pop in the mouth.
I didn't know my senses were asleep.
No, apparently our senses are failing.
I cannot see. I cannot hear.
Let's see. How they smell.
I smell.
They smell like a barbecue?
Ketchup.
Ketchup?
Ketchup.
Oh.
There's a vinegar smell. I am getting a ketchup barbecue sauce blend.
Yeah, and nothing on the chip. It's just a naked looking chip.
No, that's interesting because
a couple little flecks.
Yeah.
Most barbecue chips are red or
there's
brown.
There's a little bit of red, but it's very faint.
It's like,
It's definitely, though, a heavier ketchup scent, but with some barbecue mixed in.
This is just like if your mom was like, I'm going to make barbecue sauce, and she put a big bunch of ketchup in a bowl with some mustard.
Yeah.
This is barbecue sauce. No, it's not.
Yeah, this is... Okay, meal surprises. The onion surprises. Let's see.
Check it out. There's more flavor than scent.
They're sweet.
They're weird.
They're falling flat for me. They're starting up strong. Let's see if I have a couple here.
There's an ingredient that McDonald's used to use that they used to put in their French fries until people that don't eat meat got pissed about it, and that's called beef tallow.
Right.
I think they should cook these in beef tallow. I mean, they're called ribs. They're called ribs chips. There's no vegetarians buying these.
They're starting out with some good potential, and it just never gets there. They're on the road to rock, but they're like stopping at a rest stop like a quarter of the mile of the way in.
Exactly. It's like,
they're just getting up to speed, and it's like they're blowing a flat.
A little bit of smoky, sweet barbecue-ness going on right at first, and then nothing.
Then you lose it, and it's just like, and you don't. It doesn't even get overwhelmed by potato taste.
No,
it's just bland
chipness.
chip texture.
Yeah.
And so it's not like you're getting salty potato chip. I never expected the onions are much better. These are, I can only try them as weak.
Yes.
there's potential, but it just does not get anywhere close
Lame.
to realizing it. I expected a lot more there. Gonna have to be harsh on this one because there's really not much redeeming about it. I gotta go a quarter. Gonna be harsh.
Wow.
Not a full fail, but if they could up the flavor profile, it could get somewhere. But it ain't nowhere close to there yet.
Putting this on the sandwich scale, I wouldn't want to eat this with a sandwich. I wouldn't want to eat it on a sandwich. I wouldn't want to eat this at all. I could eat it if I was dying. If that was all that was there, I'd say, yeah, I'll eat these chips. But like I was saying before, you know, these ones, you know, 5 or 6 down, I'd say I'd buy these. They're on the B team. Good job. These are on, you know, the F team. These are on the freaking, ugh. I'm going to go ahead and give them a quarter thumbs up just like the heel did.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's something that makes chips better.
Oh boy.
There's something we've never considered on QuickChips.
No, we're gonna go off into another realm here. We're taking a detour.
If you will.
There you go.
A detour
We have-
to Dip Town.
Oh.
Dip.
Let's throw in a wild card here.
That's right. Today we have the Dean's Sriracha Dip, which is made by Dean's.
Oh, I want my mask back, Dean. I want my mask.
Apparently, his mask was stolen, and if you see, it has a little scale here, hot and medium, and
It's right on the line.
yeah, it's right around medium to hot. So
Okay.
we'll see how this goes.
So here's the question. Is it possible to spice up these rib chips and possibly save them with sriracha dip? Who knows?
So the Sriracha Dip basically has an orange color to it. Looks like somebody just poured some Sriracha in some regular French onion dip or something like that. Of course, the king of the French onion dip is the hell of a good.
Oh, yes.
They make that, but that's twice as much as Dean's dip I have found. And for less dip, I got this for $1.69.
And that's keeping in theme with what we're doing here, a budget dip for a budget chip. So,
Very strong Sriracha scent, by the way.
yes, it does. Whoa.
Smells legit.
Yeah, it's sriracha scent and creamery scent. Let's see here.
Actually starting to catch some of that over here too.
Yeah, it's got a big flavor bouquet going on right there. So let's start with the rib ones, and we'll try the onion. We're just do a wild card, random idea here to see what happens. I've never been a big dip fan, so
You have to skim the dip because it's a
Yes.
thick dip, and these are thin chips.
yeah, they'll crack.
Yeah.
These are not dipping chips. Alright. Creamery. Waiting for some heat.
It's creamy and has a Sriracha flavor. I'm not getting the heat yet, though.
Mm-mm.
It's got that pepper, that chili pepper flavor with a little garlic.
I'm getting on round 2.
Chips. Okay.
Gotta build.
I can see that building a lot
Yeah.
over a session.
And if you okay, yeah. Now I finished my second one. It's there.
It definitely improves these rib chips. Like,
Yeah.
You can't tell that they suck.
Yeah.
That you think there's some good Sriracha chips or something. now.
Yeah. It doesn't complement the rib part. It just makes them taste good. It gives them flavor, the flavor that they're lacking.
It's a good vehicle for the dip.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see about these onion ones. I think the only negative I can say so far is the chips are too weak for the dip.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can't really get in there. But a little of this goes a long way. I'm feeling some heat now that I've had 3 of them.
You need a good kettle chip. for
Yes.
this, I
Maybe
think.
let it
Ridge
just
chip.
warm up a little bit just so it's not as...
True.
Yeah,
Let
let's
it
see.
sit out in the fridge for a little while.
Now that might do something with this onion and garlic that might surprise
Yeah,
us.
it might.
Because now you've got the sour cream sriracha and onion chip.
Ooh.
Weird.
It's kind of neutralizing the
Yeah.
onion taste.
And it's almost neutralizing a little bit of the heat in the Sriracha a bit. Maybe I gotta let it rebuild.
I'm not getting the heavy onion. Oh wait, no, I got some there. It's a more interesting mix with the onion and garlic.
It actually works together with the flavor, whereas that one it just covered up whatever flavor that had. It actually works with this flavor and becomes something else.
It blends with. You still get a little bit of onion.
Yep.
You get the heat. You get the sriracha at the end.
Yep.
It's a much more interesting mix. These two together can be pretty
Yeah.
damn dangerous.
We're not going to rate these as separate things, but this definitely works better with the Dean's Sriracha dip. That's an A+ there. That's very, very good.
And overall, I would say was right. The Dean's Sriracha dip just on its own, pretty solid.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and give a rating on that. I think I'm going to go ahead and give the Dean's Sriracha dip a 7/8 of a thumbs up. It reminds me a little bit of that Subway creamy sriracha that they put on your sandwiches, which is pretty good. But it's got a good thickness. It's got this sriracha heat, but then it backs off a little bit with the sour cream or whatever the base is of this. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty darn solid. Not a huge dip fan, like I said, but having had a good 6 or 7 here, I'm sitting here. I got a good little heat going on in my mouth. It sticks with you, but it's not overwhelming, and it blends really well with those chips. I think you could find a lot of good uses for this. As far as a dip goes, this is pretty solid. Not going to go 7/8, but I will go a solid 3/4. Good stuff here from Dean's.
All right, and last night, for the second time in about 3 weeks, I saw the worst television episode of any program ever.
Uh-oh.
Doogie Howser, MD.
Oh, boy.
Episode where this guy named Z-Man, not Tom Zink.
Okay.
He's a fella from Compton. He decides to take them hostage in a convenience store where Doogie's friend Vinny works.
Okay.
Okay. And you know, there's a lot of hostility going on at first with guns and whatnot, and
hostage situation.
Hostage situation. And at one point, Vinny even takes the gun from Z-Man somehow and like points it at him, but he of course has no guts. He can't shoot him, so nothing happens there. But next thing you know, all 3 of them are dancing to Bust a Move.
And they're best buddies in the convenience store?
Absolutely.
And it's still a hostage situation?
Exactly. And they're all eating chips and snack cakes and popcorn, and they do the whole thing where they go along to the Slurpee each one and get the blast out.
Some classic 80s montage.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
What is it? They're wheezing the Slurpee or whatever?
They're wheezing the
there
juice.
You go.
Absolutely.
There you go. Wheezing the juice.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
So check that out if you get a chance on your antenna TV station near you. So also follow us on Twitter at Brandon SAS, at the Heel Will Mahoney, at our Brick in the SAS at Count Duckula21. Hashtag is
hashtag SnackSociety all day, every day. You need to follow it. You need to retweet it, just like Little Caesars did today to their 67,000, 78,000 members when we talked about the greatness of the bacon-crusted pizza.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yes, indeed.
All right, and also join us on Facebook by clicking on the link down below. The coolest group in the world, hundreds of people from around the world.
400 plus.
Just learned there's a guy from Marrakesh, Morocco with us. He's trying to get a job over here in the United States. Good luck to you, sir. And many, many more. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. And in the meantime, in between time, we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Life in the fast lane.
Fast lane.